buried a bunch of other stuff in this desk. Buried under folder for school, which actually has stuff in it this semester. And the scripts from my final last semester for my directing for camera class. And this is, I don't know if this actually has any notes from my directing for camera class. I'm pretty sure it does. And it might also have notes from my advanced editing class. I think the only new things that show on this desk are 2 set lists. The Los Sangreros one that I got at the Catbite show. And then this one from the Bouncing Soul show. It's Dave Haas's set list that I asked him to sign. Anyway, sketchbook time. First, we obviously have to go through all my stickers because I have way too many stickers. This one I got at the Santa Fe Pride Parade. And then this I also got at the Santa Fe Pride Parade because there was a disability table. There were tables at the parade too. That was weird. I never been to a Pride Parade that had like booths on the side with like people selling stuff. Albuquerque does not have that. There's a guy on the cart that goes around the parade and sells stuff. I also got a few other stickers from this table. No, wait, I did not get this one at the Santa Fe Pride Parade. I was thinking of all the stickers I got here that also had like Pride's stickers stuff. This I got at STLV last year. It was last year now. When I put the sticker on the sketchbook, it was the year of that STLV. So I guess I'll go through STLV stickers first. These two also, no, wait, I didn't get this. Got this one at STLV. This one I got at STLV at the Lambda Quadrant table. This I also got the Lambda Quadrant table. Yeah. It's the same one I got this from. The same thing too. It was the queer ops. We got like that communicator and the sticker. This was from a show. The other one I got at the same show was on the next sketchbook. This I got at the Santa Fe Pride Parade. I think this was at like a cat rescue table. I think Mom just got this one for me at like a TGRC event. This came from that giant roll I still haven't used any of. This one also from TGRC. Mom picked it out. This started something. Started a tradition I've gotten into where I do sticker exchanges with the other bands we play with. And Camgirl started that by giving us a bunch of free stickers. This I got at the Laura Jane Grace show at Meow Wolf. When I bought this sticker because I thought it could be one of the safest things I could put on something for something I'm going to take to school. I did not read this part of it. I did not read that part of it, so I am so thankful I go to like low stakes, low number of people film school where all the weird artsy people are that I can like get away with having this on my sketchbook there. I probably couldn't get away with this in high school. I think I'm barely getting away with some of the stickers I got on my next one at just a regular campus. This is also from Santa Fe Pride Parade, from the uh, cat rescue. Uh, this is the last of the Dia stickers that that they gave me as an apology for discontinuing one of my safe foods. And then this I got at STLV. I got so excited I immediately pulled out my wallet when I saw that it was like the two of them combined. I was like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it now. So yeah, that's it for the stickers on this one. So I no, this one doesn't start off with this one starts off with old stuff. Uh like I don't remember like how old some of this stuff is. A lot of it's unfinished apparently. I was a little proud of that when I drew it, but I could probably make it better now. Oh, this must have been when I was starting to do my weird ink thing. Doodle page for 50% off? How old is this sketchbook? It continues to the next page? Okay, here we go. Here's some... Okay, yeah, this definitely has notes from my directing for camera class. Because this is all stuff for my advanced editing class with a lone ivory. Oh, this one's also going to get into some more updated designs near the end for outside perspective. Nothing else. Ivory does not look like this anymore. But here she is in the center of all this with like a pink color palette stuff here. I don't remember what this is for. I'm going to assume it has something to do with Clash? Yeah, that it has to be like outside perspective. All this other stuff is for outside perspective. I don't know what that one's for. Neither of them look like this anymore, but I I do like them a lot. I also like them. Not together, but I like their dynamic. They're not gonna end up together. You can. I'm Mike McMahon in it right now, where I'm going to tell you straight up who doesn't get together, like he did with Lower Decks, telling us who doesn't get together. These two are not going to get together, but well, he thinks he likes her, and she hates him. Uh, and then this is Ollie and Eileen. They're both nervous wrecks around each other, but Eileen's got it way worse. Some non-headshot stuff where it has like more to it. Like this is Attention Seekers. It's based on my experience at a performing arts school, and this is kind of what like our portable school campus kind of looks like, where we like had like these benches and like this courtyard fenced around the parking lot. Oh, and this was like me planning out something from the directing for camera class. We had like a floor plan assignment about how like a camera. God, I can't remember what film it's from. I know we did something from Pulp Fiction. Was this also Pulp Fiction? I don't remember. There's Raria. Looking through pictures of Nico throughout the years. That's kind of the whole thing with how they fit into Immortal, is that he saw Nico's face throughout like centuries of pictures. like paintings, photographs, uh, that kind of stuff, and was like, this face has not changed in hundreds of years. Who is this guy? And then that's how he gets wrapped up into everything going on that he's not prepared for. I mean, really? He's kind of the central character, even though we've mostly follow Nico. Uh, but like this guy's the reason why everyone kind of converges into one thing. This is just okay, yeah, okay. All notes for my advanced editing class circling takes. There's some thumbnails for Leslie, for his whole character drawing, which means that this sketchbook's pretty old now. It's only been a few months, is it? I hate the passage of time. And yeah, here we're getting into more recent designs for outside perspective. Haruto and Jewel. And then we get some stuff for Revolution Rock. And then this is Hira getting pushed into what's going to open up this bunker that they're all going to find. Because the reason they discover is because Hira and Karabo get into a fight. And Hira's pushed into this button that reads his like fingerprints, and he's like a direct descendant of some of the people that built the bunker, and so they're allowed in. The new Isla, the new Anzella. I'm really happy with the new Colin. Like I like how creepy he looks now. Like he definitely looks more like someone from a species that's been more ostracized. And then I like added like antlers to Nightlight. And I think that like really pulls like his design together. And this is also the last picture I took of my traditional art to post online, was this one of Nightlight. This is, him surviving the incident. That will be in the show. I'm not gonna actually depict the incident. We're gonna find the aftermath. So like every time I draw this, it's like just stuff that's not gonna be in the actual show. We were like just watching yesterday. We were watching this one episode of Stargate. It's the one where it's like revealed. It's the one where Sam and Jack have their like memories questioned. The show is from the 90s, and I'm still worried about spoiling people. But there's a part in the beginning where like a guy literally like explodes. And we know he exploded. And we don't see him explode. And I've gotten so used to that genre, like this genre the Stargate and Star Trek are in, like sci-fi, that kind of stuff, to be so over the top with its gore. Like Discovery had exploding heads in season 2. So I was genuinely shocked to watch that episode of Stargate and hear an explosion that obviously came from within someone. and to not actually see it. And that's kind of what I like doing. I want to do that in my own work where I don't want to always show the most gruesome stuff. And like even here, it's like his eye is covered. You're not actually seeing it, but you know something's missing there without me having to like show the gouged out eye. So it's like this when it comes to like old Clash and old Outside Perspective when we were back in like middle school, this is incredibly tame compared to what we were planning in like that uh 8th grade, 9th grade era of our lives. Uh for Clash specifically, because I'm the one that started Outside Perspective. And that one didn't have as much from the beginning. The Clash did. My girl. I I really like this one. I like I think I did good. I think I captured her perfectly actually. This is specific. Okay, obviously this is specifically Gen 1. I feel no sense of relatability to Gen 3 Abby Abominable, but Gen 1 Abby is my girl. Like, she's my OG. I'm gonna attach myself to this character because she's so clearly autistic and I'm undiagnosed. And then we got I suck at drawing O'Brien. I'm great with Bashir. Like this is obviously Bashir, but this is only read as O'Brien because he's next to Bashir. Like I cannot find like the right hair color. And I just can't get his hair right. Oh, okay. This one has a weird story behind it, so bear with me. So I'm not usually one to read RPF. When I do, I don't like to read ones that include shipping. Like, pretty much my rule is that unless it involves people that have given the all clear, we are okay with this, I avoid RPF that involves shipping. And then I rarely read RPF to begin with. However, I was going through the Star Trek tag on AO3, and there was one thing that caught my attention immediately because it's based on something I go to. And it was also crossed over with my other special interest. So like you have no idea how painful it is to have a special interest in a band and feel this like moral need to not read fanfic about them. And especially not read shipping fanfic about them. But there was a crossover between Star Trek and BTS on AO3 that was set at STLV. And I was like, you have my attention. Now I have to read this, even though this is not at all what I usually read. And there's this one part where it was the whole point was to go to the to Jonathan Del Arco's prom alien costume party, real thing that happened at STLV. I was there. And then there was also this was a real outfit. I knew exactly what the author was referring to when they described this outfit because I was there and I saw it on sale and I wanted it, but I didn't get it because it was probably way too much money. and it was in like this color as well. So like I knew exactly what to draw. There's a part where they like it. I will say most of it is like pretty okay when it comes to like characterization. Uh, because this is something I feel like would happen in real life. Uh, where uh Jimin drags Yoongi over to get this outfit on, uh, and then was like, "We should put trill spots on you," and so they do, and that's his costume for the uh, prom alien costume party, 80s alien. That's the important part. 80s themed alien costume party, prom night, book release party. uh, and like I was like, how did I find something so niche? And I had to draw it because it put such a specific image in my mind. Like Yoongi with trill spots is such a vivid picture in my mind. And um it it brings out my disaster gate to like picture it. The trill are very, very pretty species. Uh like so put the trill spots on a guy who's already very pretty to me. Uh and I explode. I still kind of don't recommend it simply because it's like RPF shipping fic that like kind of plays around with some personal stuff, but just like that premise and how niche and specific it was like I have to read this. Oh, okay. I had to like read this to like remember. This is for another advanced editing project, obviously, but I was trying to remember which one. Yeah, this is the like weird anesthesia teeth doc dentist one we got to do. Getting into like silhouette practice instead of just like line of action stuff. And then this is all fight with tools. I talked about it a lot actually. The last sketchbook tour. Uh, except this, I think this is Revolution Rock. I think. I think this is Suki. Uh, but this is definitely Fight for Tools. Hina and Hila. Uh, where like, so, uh, Hila is the team leader, but they still need like someone to lean on, and that's where Kina comes in. I don't know if I want them to develop into a bit more romantic at this point. You know, some a part of me is like, I need to give like the fandom something to do. Like, I need to give a like fans something to do if this ever like becomes big, or just even a small community or whatever outreach it gets. I need to give them something to do, like on AO3. So like I don't feel the need to make every couple I think of canon, because I want some stuff for like the fans. There are some characters where I'm like, I know I have to make them, I have to put them together. If like their chemistry as I'm writing is way too off the charts, then I'm like, no, I can't Janeway and Chakotay it. I need them to be together because otherwise I'm gonna make people angry because I get angry at Janeway and Chakotay not being a thing. And I don't want to do that to like my characters. I don't want to have two characters that are so perfectly made for each other. It's so, so obvious that they are so in love, and then they never get together. Or they like get together for one episode and they're like, no, we can't do this, like Janeway and Chakotay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make Kina and Hila a thing. Or if I just want the fandom. Or like fans. I keep wanting to say like the fandom, but that makes me sound like arrogant. That like I'm like, oh, this is definitely going to like get a fandom. It's gonna have like fanfic written about it. I just mean like a general audience. I want these people to have something they can do that exists outside of canon. And I think I might leave Kina and Hila to that because I think that their chemistry, people are going to ship them, whether I make it canon or not. I think that their dynamic just has stuff that's going to appeal to a lot of people when it comes to shipping them. These are all notes for my final for the advanced editing class. My boy! Sorry, I see Gabe and I go feral. My boy! My boy who doesn't look like this anymore. And then this is like me doing a lot bigger for like planning out the colors for these character drawings with Samar that I just finished. I just finished theirs. Data and Spot. Gabe. Sorry, my boy. The thing is that I feel like I can't draw him enough. Because like I can draw him a lot, but I can't really show it because I want to keep drawing him as stuff that's going to spoil his entire story, his entire arc. But like this is like kind of the only thing I can ever show people is when he looks like this. And like he doesn't look like this anymore either. My boy, we're near the last few pages. This is another one where I'm like, do I want to make it canon or do I want to give fans something to do? Because this is Sean and Lisa from The Show Must Go On. These are all also Show Must Go On. They don't look like this anymore. I think out of all of them, Lisa's the one that like looks the most like her redesign. I feel like I kind of nailed her in one. And then I ran out of ink on my N8 black marker. So I couldn't finish this piece for Dennis of Blackout. Oh, and these must have been like when we were making that like one we were in our directing for camera class, we had to make a fully audio thing, like no visuals at all. And we thought it'd be really funny for the bit to be someone in like an office trying to record like ASMR. But there's like construction going on in the same building.
I have a sketchbook here. I'm gonna draw some doodles. All right, let's see how this is.
Hey, can you guys come look at this?
It's pretty.
Did I do this all right?
Guys!
And this was when Robert was scribbling with like all my pens to make sounds for it. Last 2 pages with Kino and Leah using her telekinesis. And then down here we have some fan art. We got Haru from Free. Up to a certain point, my friends made fun of me for watching Free. And then I made them watch the Starting Days movie, and then they got it from one specific scene that involved Haru. There was a specific moment in the movie where they stopped laughing, and they realized. And then Draculaura. Gen 1 Draculaura. I got Gen 3 up here. But I love Gen 1 Draculaura way more than Gen 3. I just I like her personality a lot more. I find her more entertaining. Last page. Gestures. I think this is Cleo probably. And this is I can read that. This is Cam Mitchell. Another character that like I was surprisingly fond of. Like I never thought I could be fond of a character like Cam Mitchell, but there's I want to say it's statism. I I firmly have like this very firm headcanon that started because of a dream. It's so weird. I feel like making an entire video essay about it because that dream was so like eye-opening for me on like a very deep level where I had a dream that like the official Stargate Twitter account tweeted like I was halfway through uh Atlantis and nearing the end of SG1. And I had this dream that the Stargate official Twitter account tweeted, yes, all of our main characters are autistic. And it like opened a third eye for me that I started watching the show with that dream in mind. And I was like, no, my brain was onto something here. And like rewatching SG1 from the very beginning with like that kind of dream in mind, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely like Jack O'Neill, definitely. All of them, kind of, yeah. Mister, I studied every single case of the SGC. I know every single case SG1's ever gone through. What do you mean there's a case that I haven't looked at? I looked at every single one of them. Trying to like draw materials. I'm not good at props, so I need to practice drawing more props. This was like my pen. And then we have Riker and Deanna, and I think my Riker's really good. This is Riker. You can like I think that if I told someone who is this, they're gonna say Riker. Deanna, I think you can only tell that's Deanna because she is next to Riker. But I don't think I'm as bad with Deanna as I am with O'Brien. And that's it. That's it for this sketchbook. And then we move on to this one, which is one of the first ones that's like a completely different texture sketchbook. And I hate it. I hate this sketchbook. I hate it. I do not like working with it, but I will get through it. I will power through it. This may take me more than 3 months to get through because I hate it. Bye.